What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Dylan Mathews, back at it again with another hometown take. Today I'm talking about the Atlanta Falcons and Arthur Smith, Terry Fontenot. They're starting to put their own stamp on this offense, and they're gonna make this offense bigger and better. I'll tell you exactly what I mean. But before I do that, you know we gotta handle some business. Make sure you like this video, comment your thoughts, subscribe to the channel, and check out the link down below. To buy me a coffee to help fuel this channel, help fuel the Atlanta Falcons to a great off-season. They had a pretty great draft, so your coffees that I guess you didn't buy help. But anyway, I ain't tripping, it's all good. Buy me a coffee if you can. If not, it's no biggie, but buy me a coffee if you can. Anywho, and make sure you turn on your notification bells so you get my content as soon as I drop it. You can be the first to like and watch and all that good stuff. So let's get right into the video today, guys. I'm talking about how the Atlanta Falcons, Arthur Smith, Terry Fontenot, are rebuilding this offense to make it bigger, stronger, beefier, and more physical, and I'm loving what they are doing thus far. So let's go ahead and first start by recapping what they did this offseason. I'm gonna go over the bigger signings, the more notable signings, and explain why this all fits into the Arthur Smith scheme, what he wants to do offensively, him and Dave Ragone. So on March 18th, they signed Damien Williams to a one-year, $1.6 million deal. Obviously, we all know Damien Williams from that big Super Bowl 54 performance that he had with the Kansas City Chiefs when they were playing the San Francisco 49ers. He had 17 carries for 104 yards, 4 catches, 29 yards, and 2 touchdowns. But, however, he kind of fell off a cliff after that performance. Only real big, notable time in his career. Other than that, he's kind of been just a, support back. I can't find the exact word I'm looking for, but, he's been a backup, a complimentary back. There we go. He's been a complimentary back. So here is 2021-22 stats with the Chicago Bears. 12 games, 2 starts, 40 rushes, 164 yards, 2 touchdowns, 16 receptions, 103 yards, 1 touchdown. No fumbles though, so, for a complimentary back, that's still not great numbers, but it is what it is. Obviously, Cordarrelle Patterson will be the #1 back. After that though, I don't really know who's the second running back gonna be. I think it's gonna be a pretty open competition. And Arthur Smith talked about open competition really being everywhere, and I think running back is one of those positions after you get past Cordarrelle Patterson on the depth chart. There's, Damien Williams now. We got our 151st overall draft pick, who I'll talk about in a minute. Some more, Tyler Algier. I believe that's how you say his name. I hope. Obviously, we got Quadre Allison. We re-signed him to a 1-year deal. So there's a lot of competition out there for that running back 2 spot. I don't think that there's anybody set in stone there right now. But there you go. That's one transaction we did, one new person we brought in. Also, March 28th, we signed Auden Tate to a 1-year, $1.1 million deal. Now, Auden Tate has been hit by the injury bug basically his whole career. We'll go over it, but his 2021-2022 stats with the Cincinnati Bengals are as followed. He played 7 games, didn't start a game, but he had 3 receptions, 39 yards, 13 yards per reception, not bad. 1 touchdown, his longest reception, 18 yards. Now, Auden Tate did have multiple thigh and calf injuries last year, and that's what kind of held him out, being in that wide receiver room with Jamar Chase and Tyler Boyd and T. Higgins, that great wide receiver room that helped them get to the Super Bowl. So talking about the injuries, hasn't been available in a lot of these games. We all know, say it with me, the best ability is availability. That's right. 2018, he only played 7 games. 2019, which was his best season statistically, he played 12 games where he got 12 starts, 40 receptions, 575 yards, 14.4 yards per reception. He had a touchdown. Longest reception was 33 yards. So 2019, hopefully we can get a little bit of that juice. Bring some of that energy in here, Auden, and hopefully he can. 2020 only played in 9 games. 2021, like I said, 7 games. Injuries he's had over the course of his career. 2019, an MCL sprain, a grade 2 sprain in week 14. That was on December 8th. Fast forward to 2020, October 14th, he had a shoulder injury in week 6. Well, you fast forward to 2020 in November 29th to be exact, week 12. So just 6 weeks later in that same season, that shoulder injury came back to really bite him, and he suffered a torn labrum that took him out for the rest of the year. And on top of that, in 2021, like I said, he had thigh and calf injuries, and last year he had COVID for a week. So there you go. There's Auden Tate for you. But he's a big dude, big wide receiver, and like I'm gonna get into and make the point, he is 6'5", 228 pounds. So if he can come in here and be, somewhat reliable and be the third, fourth, wide receiver on this team and have reliable hands and go up and catch 50-50 balls like Kyle Pitts and hopefully Drake London will be doing, this could be a dangerous, big, physical offense too. We can run block some for us. I'm liking what they're doing, and that's just another big body they brought in Auden Tate. So to keep it moving, fast forward to April 5th, 2022, obviously, they signed Damir Byrd to a one-year, $1.1 million deal. Now, Damir Byrd goes against the grain a little bit. He's 5'9". He'll be like an Olamide Zaccheaus. Do you remember Taylor Gabriel? He might be one of those type of dudes, a little scat back, a little speedster. 2021, 2022 stats with the Bears, 17 games, 4 starts, 26 receptions, 329 yards, 12.7 yards per reception, a touchdown, longest reception, 54. So, Marcus Mariota, maybe even Desmond Ridder can throw them deep balls to him, tell him go long, Byrd. So to keep it moving, like I said, he doesn't really fit he fits what they're trying to do, but you gotta have some small little speedsters. He's not in the, big body conversation. Anywho, keeping it pushing. Next, this is part of that big body discussion. Them trying to rebuild and make this offense more physical, more tough, more big. April 12th, the Falcons signed Anthony Firkser to a one-year, $1.1 million deal as well. He's coming from the Titans, and I'm pretty sure Arthur Smith plucked him specifically from the Titans to the Falcons. I think he really wanted Anthony. He got Terry to bring him in. He spent all of his NFL career thus far with the Titans until this year. So he's been there all along with Arthur Smith. Last year with the Titans, Anthony played in 15 games, did start a game, had 34 receptions, 291 yards, 8.6 yards per reception. Now, before I read off I'll finish. 2 touchdowns, longest reception, 24. He's not gonna come in here and catch many passes. He'll be like a Lee Smith, he'll be the big brother to, John Fitzpatrick, the dude we brought in from UGA, go Dogs. But, he'll kind of be Fitzpatrick's mentor on how to be a nice, good blocking tight end and be the next Lee Smith on this team. Hopefully a better Lee Smith, though. No shade to Lee Smith, but, obviously we want better. Like I said, he'll be a big blocking tight end at 6'2", 246 pounds. Again, trying to get beefy, physical. He can block in the line of scrimmage, but he can still catch a couple of balls every now and again. So, big physical blocking tight end, I like it because we trying to get that running game going. We need a running game, you feel me? That's the key to all of this. Arthur Smith, he likes to have a nice little running game. Yeah, Derrick Henry, he ain't have no Derrick Henrys here, but he does have Cordarrelle Patterson. He's part of the conversation too. We brought him back, as you know. But keeping it pushing on the new faces, Germain Ifedi, 1 year, $1.1 million deal. We brought him in as well to play right tackle, left guard. Like I said, the Falcons are trying to get bigger and more physical at the skill positions. So take a listen to this, and you guys have probably already seen this stat or heard this. Kyle Pitts, 6'6", 246. These are all of our pass catchers and our skill players. Drake London, 6'4", 210. Auden Tate, 6'5", 228. Are you catching the theme here? Anthony Firkser, the new tight end we just brought in, 6'2", 246. Cordarrelle Patterson, not new, but he'll be obviously in the mix, 6'2", 220. We got some big old bulky dudes, ready to get that football and bang, run some people over, you feel me, and then skedaddle, get out of there. So we're trying to get big, we're trying to get physical. We got some guys who can go up and catch a 50-50 ball, stiff arm somebody, get some yak, and hopefully take it to the house. And Kyle Pitts, Drake London, hopefully Auden Tate will be in that mix as well. And then when you talk about the running game, we got Anthony Firkser blocking for some folks at 6'2", 246. He'll be throwing some blocks, pancaking some people for hopefully Cordarrelle Patterson, who will score a lot of touchdowns at 6'2", 220. You know what I'm saying? So Arthur Smith, and we saw this in Tennessee. Obviously, we know Derrick Henry was a freaking linebacker playing running back, but he had big dudes around him. Offensive line, huge. Wide receivers, A.J. Brown, you know what I'm saying? Julio Jones, who they just brought in, big dudes. He's trying to recreate the good offense, the great offense that he had in Tennessee, and trying to implement that here by getting big, physical wide receivers, nice big blocking tight ends in Firkser, who we just brought in, John Fitzpatrick. He's already got himself a nice big running back, not Derrick Henry, but he does his own things very well in Cordarrelle Patterson at 6'2", 220. You feel me? So we're trying to get big. We're trying to get physical. We're bringing some nasty to the fold. We're bringing some nasty to the ATL. You feel me? And I love it. Let's get big. Let's get strong. Let's muck it up. Got Jermaine Ifedi. Hopefully he can muck some things up on the offensive line as well. So I'm liking what Arthur Smith is cooking here in the ATL. You feel me? This nice little offensive rebuild is going swimmingly thus far. But we'll see how it translates on the field. Now, as far as the running game, real quick too, not only do we got that big body in Cordarrelle Patterson who can do it all, but we got some, hopefully reincarnations of Michael the Burner Turner coming to the ATL as well. I mentioned Damien Williams at 5'11", 225, tree trunks for thighs. Hopefully he'll come in here and, boom, run some people over, get through that hole, turn his legs through the hole, and then skedaddle out of there once he finds some daylight. And the same thing with Tyler Algier. I'm gonna find out how to pronounce his name. He's like I said earlier, 151st overall pick out of BYU for the Falcons, 5'11", 220. Again, physical runner, downhill runner, tree trunks for thighs. He gon' boom, run some people over at the line and then skedaddle out of there. So the theme here, big physical dudes at the wide receiver and tight end position with Kyle Pitts and Anthony Firkser. Obviously at wide receiver with Drake London and Auden Tate. We got a big physical running back, Cordarrelle Patterson, 6'2", 220. And we got some smaller backs as well, but also physical, can, sneak alignment, and then boom, run some people over, and then get to the crib with Damien Williams and Tyler at 5'11", 225 and 5'11", 220 respectively. So I am loving the way Arthur Smith is rebuilding this offense to make it bigger, more physical, maybe not the fastest, guys on the field, but we got, Damir, Byrd, and Olamide Zaccheaus, some speeds, some smaller speedsters as well. So we got a little bit of everything, but the main thing behind this Arthur Smith offense is we're gonna be big, physical, hit you in the mouth, and we ain't gonna be scared of nobody. We're gonna go out there and compete every Sunday. Now, obviously this roster isn't the greatest roster, but still, I like the way Arthur Smith is going with this offense. I like what he's doing. I like the culture he's bringing in. I like the people he's bringing in to help change the culture and make it nasty and physical and make this a big, strong football team when we talk about the Atlanta Falcons. You feel me? Yes, sir. I love it. So that's kind of my gist, guys. The Atlanta Falcons doing a very nice job of rebuilding this team. Terry Fontenot, Arthur Smith rebuilding this team, rebuilding this offense, and doing their thing. So make sure you like this video, comment your thoughts, subscribe to the channel, check out the link down below. Coffee to help fuel this channel, help fuel the Atlanta Falcons to a great rest of the off season. I'll be doing a defensive rebuild because Dean P is trying to get this defense right as well, along with Terry Fontenot. So I'll be doing a defensive rebuild either today or tomorrow. So check out that video, turn your notification bell so you'll get that video as soon as I drop it, either Thursday or Friday. And yeah, guys, we're gonna have some things cooking. Just be patient, but we're gonna have some things cooking in ATL, you feel me? But until I talk to you guys next time, stay true to Atlanta, believe in Atlanta, go Falcons. Peace.